Good morning, children. Welcome to e-learning session. By now, you might have learned the two experiments explained in the last session. How do you prove that carbon dioxide is essential for photosynthesis? And how do you prove that starch is formed during photosynthesis? In today's session, we'll be learning two more activities, such as how do you prove that oxygen is evolved during photosynthesis, and how do you prove that sunlight is essential for photosynthesis. So watch the video carefully. Photosynthesis experiments. During the process of photosynthesis, carbon dioxide and water are required and oxygen gas is liberated. Okay, but how do we prove that oxygen gas is liberated? Well, to prove this, we have an experiment, that is, how do you prove that oxygen is liberated during photosynthesis? So aim to prove that oxygen is evolved during photosynthesis. What are the materials required for it? Hydrilla. Hydrilla, it is a water plant. Then we need a beaker, then test tube, funnel and a burning splinter. Now, procedure. The hydrilla plant should be kept in beaker and covered with a funnel. The hydrilla plant should be placed in such a way that its cutting ends remain towards the stem of the funnel. See in the picture, you can clearly see it. Then water should be poured in beaker in such a way that the stem of the funnel kept beneath the water level. Now, a test tube completely filled with water should be inverted over the stem. You can see in the figure, a test tube completely filled with water should be inverted over the stem of the funnel. Now, keep this apparatus in sunlight for 2 to 3 hours. After 2 to 3 hours, we can observe that bubbles are coming out from the hydrilla plant. See here, bubbles are coming out from the hydrilla plant and are accumulating in the test tube. Bubbles are coming from the hydrilla plant and accumulating near the test tube. After accumulation of some gas, the test tube should be taken out by closing it with thumb. Then test the gas which is present in the test tube by inserting a burning splinter. So when you insert a burning splinter, it would burst into flames. So which shows that oxygen is evolved during photosynthesis. So I think so you understood this experiment. This experiment is very important. Now coming to the next experiment. To show that sunlight is necessary for photosynthesis. What is our aim? To prove that sunlight is necessary for photosynthesis to form starch. So what are the materials required for it? We require a potted plant, then a light screen. Okay, so you see in the figure, you can see a screen, light screen, and then iodine solution. Now coming to procedure. A potted plant is taken and it is kept in dark for 2 to 3 days in order to remove starch from its leaves. In the previous experiment also we have de-starched, that is removed starch from the leaves. Now cover one of its leaves with black paper, that is light screen, on which a design is cut. Then fix the paper on the leaf in such a manner that light does not enter dark part. So fix the paper on the leaf. See in the figure, fix the paper on the leaf in such a manner that light does not enter the dark part. Now place this plant in sunlight. So next you can observe, after few hours of exposure to bright light, detach the leaf which is covered by black paper for the presence of starch. So after detaching it, you have to test it for the presence of starch. How do you test for starch? Using a iodine solution. So it is observed that, see in the picture you can see that it is observed that only the part of the leaves which could get light through the cut design turns blue or black, showing the presence of starch. The other part does not turn into blue color. So this experiment proves that sunlight is necessary for the process of photosynthesis. So I think so you clearly understood both the experiments. By this, all the 4 experiments in photosynthesis are completed. In the next session, we'll be dealing with digestion in human beings. Till then, stay home, stay safe.